Greetings, bloggers, vloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty with another edition of this week's vlog. It's been a week, but we're here and it's the 1st of October. We're doing our vlog a little early this week because things have been coming up and I had some free moments this morning. So I figured I would just get it out of the way and I had the topic planned. As I've been sitting a lot this week and been writing down notes, I thought we'd go ahead through it. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Dustin. I'm 40 years old. I've been on the spectrum for over 25 at least, but possibly throughout my life. I've been living on my own for 7 years. I've had a part-time job for 15 years, and we're just living the life of being an autistic person, living day in and day out as autism comes into my life. And I share from the heart of my experience. So without further ado, let's get into this week's episode, which is managing mania. And throughout my life, from time to time, I have been manic, sometimes through no fault of my own, and other times it was just when we've discovered these issues of such, and they affect us in so many ways. One of the ways that they affect us is by impulsive and executive functioning, and it's can be because we interrupt conversations, we have a disregard of safety, and we're just impulsive, and that'll be next week's topic, as this month is about managing things that come along with autism. Sometimes the ways we can improve that is by role play or having social stories. Sometimes this comes apparent in stimming, as it does with me, pacing, rocking back and forth. It's a way to regulate, and also what can be is having echolalia, which is something else we will discover this month. It does affect sleep, and for me, it does. I have medication, and we'll share about that towards the end. Many on the spectrum, but I think it's between 50 and 80%, do experience sleep struggles. This can include waking up in the middle of the night, pacing. But some of the things that have helped me and other techniques include naming things alphabetically when you go to sleep, like cities or school districts or things like I do, a shower or a bath before bed. Having a bedtime routine is very good. Having a weighted blanket also has helped. Not me specifically, but for others I know. And it's very important to consult with a healthcare provider if this continued sleeping just keeps going on. Some of the other things that can be as a result of mania is being accident prone. Sometimes this includes motor skills, bumping and tripping into things. And one of the things you can do is ensure that the environment is safe, engage in motor skills improvement, and make a safe space for us just to be where we are. One of the biggest factors I think that can happen when we know we're having a manic episode, at least I know, is that there's excessive talking and pressured speech, and this is usually seen in rapid talking and speech. How it happens during points of overstimulation, and sometimes we need reminders to take turns and stop or take a break. We acknowledge that we are enthusiastic, that maybe the individual themselves is that enthusiastic, but maybe needs to take a break. And always practice turn taking, whether that's just knowing that I need to take a turn and working on it personally, which I have been doing this week, or just doing what we need to do to get through what we need to do. And this can also cause irritability or aggressiveness, such as when there's sensory challenges or when we're unable to express ourselves. What's important is that when these moments arise, it's important to remove someone from a challenging situation. Take a break, go to the restroom, those sort of things. Identify what the problem is and how you're going to fix it. And sometimes you'll need a sensory toolkit. You will see me often with headphones when we're out and about because those are what helps me in the times of need. Next thing is that we constantly fidget. And this is very much the case when I'm in a manic state or was in a manic state. We channel the energy in a controlled way, and it's very important to do that. It's also important to have fidget tools like fidget spinners and such, and have it during challenging situations and frustrated moments. It's important to always stay calm and offer comfort and reassurance. That always helps in its own way. Uh, what really works best is having a routine and being resilient throughout the whole thing. What's worked for me in the past is the ability to stay focused and, and it's important to stay focused in non-preferred activities. It's also important to have quiet and distraction-free spaces. Always encourage healthy self-care, whatever that may be for one person. It's always important to have clear and understand there are clear and consistent rules and consequences. First, then always. Praise positive behavior. It's very important to do that. It's and always understand what the cause and effect are by observing the individual. What I can say is it can be either uh, bipolar disorder or autism. And as it was in my case when I was a teenager, this is when you'll figure out what it is and what's going on and how it is treated. For me, puberty was, as it is in many autistic people, just pure misery. And for me, it was discovered that I was not sleeping a lot. And even though for the longest time I did not want to believe it, um, I had to take medicine to help with that. And that medicine was something I struggled with when I was living on my own for a very long time. And now I have it under control to where I understand how important it is and how much it is needed in my daily life. And not only that, but other medications that help work in conjunction to make it as successful as it is and make my life the quality of life that I need to have it today. I was in doubt for a long time, and that was what set me in my manic moments for a long time. But the medication, and I know we don't like to talk about medication, and that is one's choice whether they want to do that or not. But for me, it was what had helped me um, get to where I needed to be and work at finding that perfect cocktail to see what worked. Now, to do that, it did require me to be placed in a residential treatment facility. And, after seeing the numerous counts of abuse that other people had received at facilities for some time now, I do count my lucky stars that I was not had to go through any certain kind of abuse and was taken care of in the way that needed to be taken care of in the best way. And I have to give kudos to my mother and a former professional that is no longer with us to understand that what was needed for me to get them to get placed there and to get the services I needed to get that medication cocktail under control and get where we needed to be so that I was the best that I could be. So, that did help. And now I understand that. And I understand the value of it. So, that's what it is about that. So I want to close this video by saying thank you to all my new subscribers on YouTube. I see we have about 125 when I was checking last night. I want to thank you all. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, tap that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Pinterest. That handle is Dustin's Dynasty. I'm on the web. That address is www.dustinsdynastyusa.com. And lastly, I'm on Linktree where you can find all my handles, my emails signed up, and my socials, my podcasting platform, and my website. And that is under Linktree is Dustin's Dynasty. Again, I want to thank you for allowing me to share my few minutes with you. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week and stay safe out there. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.